Reaches under and he puts me on my side. So the more I've got on my side, the more I've got angle to come out with different weird counters. Okay, like see, don't leave things as complex as like the Oviedo back take from it, but it all starts off because I was on my shoulders. Now when he puts it on my shoulders, it seems like a good idea because the guy's going to go on his neck, and white, blue belts don't like that, and so they'll just generally flatten out and you get it back. But as I get more and more, the more on my shoulder I get, the more leverage I've got to be able to turn myself around, change my body shape, and do different things. So I want to make sure the guy stays flat all the way through. So be very wary of that. Any time I feel like I'm stacking in and the guy's going more onto his shoulder, I'm going to start circling back round to put him flat. Okay? Like we do that second pass, always flat. So I look for the double under. Then if that knee comes in, I'm going to look to recontrol. Don't go straight. Sometimes you'll be tempted to go straight for the pass. You try and reach over with the arm, and that's when you get caught. Keep your elbows by your side, reset, keep myself nice and tight, and then I start moving myself around. Always monitoring his hips. So he's flat, I've always got a shoulder pressing in his hamstring. If I do that, I'll be, like every time my shoulder's in his hamstring, my head's near his hips, my weight's going to be around his hips, so it'll keep him controlled. Okay, so I'm controlling the legs, first of all, then I control the hips, so it's open the guard, control the legs, control the hips, pass guard, locking the upper body. Okay, those two sort of go at the same time. Okay, so then we've got to look at all the problems that arise. Okay, so different things. So we'll deal with the first one which Jimbo mentioned, which was what happens when the guy pushes away on the legs and I can't get close. Okay, so we start with that. Hips up here. So yeah. So anytime he puts a real block in the way of me, okay, I can start hand fighting. I can take my hands off and start pulling his hands away. It's never going to be an efficient way to deal with it. So what I want to do is I want to try and change my body shape. Okay? There'll be some way of changing my body shape, of moving my hips, where I can get around this. So I've got to here, I've got him up on this, and then I start stacking up, okay? And before I get a chance to go for stack, he starts pushing away my knees. Okay, so no, with your hands, yeah. So he goes up with the hands now, he gets here. Now if he goes, I'm going to end up stretched out. So, what do I want? I want my shoulders on his hamstrings. Yeah, I want to make sure that stays there. I want to change my body shape. So, I get to here, as soon as I feel his hands go, now I'm going to here. Okay? I don't try and put his knees onto his head. If I lean like this, I've got no real balance. Okay? Keep my shoulders nice and low, and I want to keep my head nice and low so I can really put some pressure into him with my head as well if I want. But my butt goes up in the air. Okay? So I completely change my body shape. So I go here, he starts pushing away, I stack here. Okay? The stack is much worse when I'm low on the hamstrings. Okay? If I'm high up here and I go like this, any pressure there? No. Any pressure here? Yeah. Okay? It's a big difference. So just keep my hamstrings nice and low, keep my head in the right place. So I go here, I'm trying to adjust my thing. I start feeling the pressure here. Now I go to this. Okay? And now again, I'm just going to walk around and get my same position. Okay? The advantage you'll have when he presses there, if both his hands are on my knees, where aren't his hands?
Gripping.
My hands. So now I can readjust the grip while I'm moving. So it's going to be here, got this, basically do this movement, I can readjust my grip and start walking around. Keep your shoulders on his hamstrings and then we're good to go. Okay, let's go 3 for 3 and out.